Green Lantern's issue 57 sees Coast City attacked once again by the Cyborg Superman, who rains death and destruction on the city, proclaiming that he will rewrite his ultimate statement and this time he will make sure it lasts. Hal Jordan arrives and viciously attacks Hank, unleashing the full force of his ring on the villain, while telling him he is strong enough to stop him this time. Back on Mogo, Jessica leads the attack on the Ravagers as Eon is trapped by the Guardians, unable to attack them thanks to the reflective shield put around him, bouncing his attacks back onto him. Gaia gets control of one of the Ravagers' cruisers and begins using it to blast the other Ravager cruisers, who try to escape to warp. Cyborg Superman meanwhile survives Hal's attack and uses the Phantom Ring to blast Hal away, allowing him to use his arm cannon to demolish a building and topple it on the hero. Hal goads the villain into attacking him, giving his Lantern team enough time to flank him and surprise the villain. The villain boasts that he has the power of the Phantom Ring as well as the power of Superman, but the Daxamite Sodom Yat does as well, and punches Hank to the ground, pinning him there with his heat vision. Hal closes in on him, calling Hank overconfident and he didn't train with the Phantom Ring, meaning he never learnt how to use his greatest advantage. The beaten and broken Henshaw won't let them win this time and blasts the ground, disappearing in a blinding light which the Lantern's ring can't track through. With the battle over, the Lanterns soon get to work on rebuilding the partially destroyed city, and the Lanterns thank Hal for his efforts. The Guardians also say that they are letting Mogo recover and will be moving back to Oa, which they have been quietly reconstructing since its destruction. They also need to confiscate each power battery for purification of Henshaw's influence, and Hal is happy that the core is back together, but as Ganthet reminds him, the core is an ever-fluid organism. Elsewhere, Jessica and Simon erect a statue. Simon can't wait to head back to Earth with his partner, but Jessica however wants to do something different since she spent her whole life in a box and missed out on a lot of experiences she still wants to discover, which means she wants to strike out on her own for a while and stay in space. Simon is shocked she wants to do that, but Jessica knows that he can see how it makes sense for her. Jess finishes her statue, revealed to be that of Penelope's, as Simon says Earth will miss her and so will he, but she will be back since they aren't guaranteed tomorrow. Jess urges Simon to accompany her into space, but his place is on Earth and the journey is hers to make on her own so she can be happy. Leaving, Jessica thanks her partner and the other Lanterns, telling Simon that he's played a big part in her finding happiness. Green Lantern's issue 57 was a fantastically action-packed finale to one of the best books to spin out of DC Rebirth. I really loved how Dan Jurgens came in and he made the book like a big team book to complement the Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps book, and also to pick up the slack of that book when that finished. I also love that the final story was this huge sci-fi epic that incorporated a lot of past threats from the Lantern's history into a really satisfying cap-off to this chapter of Green Lantern history. I'm very excited for Grant Morrison to be taking over the characters and what crazy and awesome adventures he'll be sending Hal Jordan on. I'm going to give this issue a 9.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks for watching my newest video. If you enjoyed it, you might also like to check out my other reviews here on my channel. You can also follow me on various social media platforms like Twitter by searching Matt_FOS, or even join the Comic Multiverse Discord server and chat with other comic book fans, including myself and Joel from Cape Joel. Want cheap comics and trades? Head over to the book depository with the link in the description to get the cheapest trades and comics around, along with free shipping anywhere in the world. Until next time, this has been Matt of the Fortress of Solitude. Thank you so much for watching.